obviously I haven't done this in a while, and I do really apologize for that. I feel like over the past few months I haven't really been in the right mood or mindset to sit in front of a camera and do this kind of thing. But yeah, I will be doing the New York Times by the book tag. I was tagged by Michelle over at Time Will Tell, so I will definitely leave the links to both the original creator as well as Michelle's YouTube channel and video links down below, so go check that out. Question number 1 is, what book is on your nightstand right now? I have these two books on my nightstand because I just ordered them both at the same time. And one of them is a short story collection type thing, and that is Grimm Tales by Philip Pullman. This is the Grimm fairy tale stories all in this, but it also has the history of where that story came from and what was the very first original fairy tale thing to ever kind of happen or be told, for the Grimm brothers to kind of get their take on it. Does that make sense? I don't even know if I'm making sense. Anyway, the next book that I have is a novel, and it's one that I haven't really read this genre since I was a teenager, but lately I've been really craving it, and that book is Confessions of a Murder Suspect by James Patterson and Maxine Precourt. This is a kind of crime mystery thriller type thing. Question number 2 is, what was the last truly great book that you read? And that would be I Capture the Castle by Dodie Smith. This, I have stated in my previous video, is my favorite classic of all time. And I did do a book review on it, but I did it on my blog because I felt like I wanted to, I don't know, I just wanted to write about this book more than I wanted to kind of make a video of it, so I will leave the link to that review down below. Okay, question number 3 is, if you could meet any writer, dead or alive, who would it be and what would you want to know? The writer that I would want to meet that isn't alive anymore is Dodie Smith. Like the obsessive person that I am, I did a bit of research on her and I just find her super interesting, and the author that is still alive that I would want to meet would be Neil Gaiman. I kind of just want to talk to him. I just want to pick his brain. I just want to sit down and have some drinks with him and just like talk about writing and about just anything really. Question number 4 is, what books might we be surprised to find on your shelves? I'm not really sure if there is anything surprising about, you know, the books that I collect. Question number 5 is, how do you organize your personal library? I tend to reorganize my bookshelves whenever I'm in a stressed out mood, like in the middle of the night. That's just what I do. I don't really have like a set category for them, like it's not in alphabetical order or anything like that, but I do try and keep the authors together. Yeah, I feel like a video. Okay. What book have you always meant to read and haven't got around to yet? Anything you feel embarrassed never to have read? So I have 2 for this question. I'm not necessarily embarrassed that I haven't read them yet, but the first one is Frankenstein and the second one is Lord of the Flies, and mostly because I think I have talked about Lord of the Flies in every kind of essay type assignment situation since I was in high school, so I'm pretty sure I did like analysis on it like in year 12 where I had to pick my own text and I had to write about it, and then I did one in my first year of university where I had to link some other text to that text, and I also had to do a presentation on it. And then recently I was talking about something to do with like book publishing or like messages in books or something, and I mentioned Lord of the Flies, but to be honest, I haven't actually read the actual text. I know everything about it and I've analyzed it enough. Also, my sister just did an assignment on Lord of the Flies and she asked me questions about it and I helped her to do that. I've gotten pretty good marks on all of those, but I haven't actually read the text, so I kind of want to read it. What book did you feel you were supposed to like but didn't? Do you remember the last book you put down without finishing? The book that I DNF'd was Joyland by Stephen King. Question 8 is, what kinds of stories are you drawn to and any you stay clear of? So I am basically drawn to anything that involves history. As you all know, I'm a big fan of historical fiction. I'm also drawn to anything character heavy. I like a lot of secrets in my stories, secrets and mystery. I also really like things to do with fairy tales. Books I tend to stay clear of would probably be high fantasy because I'm a little bit scared of that genre. Question 9 is, if you could require the president to read one book, what would it be? Well, I live in Australia, so we have a prime minister. I'm not going to give a serious answer for this one because I honestly don't know, but I think I would recommend him Monsters by Emerald Fennell, just because I think it's super creepy, super fun, psychological type thriller. Question 10 is, what do you plan to read next? Well, I did order one more book from my kind of bulk order, and that book was Before I Go to Sleep. Those were my answers to this tag. I will tag some people down below, so don't forget to check out the description box. And yeah,